Hi, Logan. This is Daniel, and I believe you hit the nail on the head here with pointing out the topic of substance abuse as a family artifact. I have some firsthand experience in this, as not because my family had any substance abuse issues, but I have been working for almost 4 years at a short term inpatient men's facility which is Christian based. It's a dual diagnostic place, so diagnoses mental health as well as drug addiction, with the focus on the drug or alcohol addiction. And I get to see a lot of the blindness to the addiction where I'm working. It's difficult to see sometimes as staff because I've worked around there long enough where a lot of my coworkers are in recovery as well. So I've learned a lot from them when it comes to seeing through some of the charades that we put on to try and appease other people. All the while we're blinded to our own addiction, our own faults, our own problems. I find the three hypotheses that you mentioned in the article interesting because I think in some ways you could summarize them, and in that we go to addiction, we go to alcohol as a way to cope with things we don't know how to cope with. And then with the hypothesis, it could be just as a stress relieving thing that there's couple conflict, or maybe there's romantic conflict. So then the woman, which are more sensitive to emotions, would go and consume higher amounts of alcohol in the third hypothesis. And the second one stated that if there is support within the family structure, then that there's no need for an outside coping mechanism, and thus alcoholism or alcohol problems should be severely diminished. Interesting. I'll have to go on and read the whole article afterwards another time. And your last line in this discussion post, I think, is very important. Is unfortunately, healing does not happen for all families. If it is possible, then therapy and family support are essential. Where I work in this treatment facility, family and sober support are huge. Having people who are for you, on your side, supportive, is amazing. And I think there's a desire for every addict and alcoholic to have that support, to have that reassurance that they are worth something. And yet, without that, it can drive them further in their addiction. So it's a very delicate balance, and if mismanaged, can lead to codependency or even greater aspects of codependency if that codependency isn't already there, encouraging and enabling the addiction. So, anyways, I appreciate it. Great thing. Thanks for listening. Bye.